against Illinois State and Southern?
I think challenges for our team is that the divers and the swimmers were going to be split up. The divers are diving earlier in the day just because of the number of athletes and the way that their pool, Illinois State's pool, is set up. And the swimmers were coming back in the afternoon, and we're doing the swimming portion of the meet. So we're split apart as a team, and that that can be tough. But we do it. We have to do it a couple times during the season, so it's good to be able to practice that. And both teams are had some good freshmen come in, so they're going to be challenging as well. And I expect some good head-to-head races. And just the double duel format and a longer meet is going to be a challenge just to help us have us maintain our focus throughout the competition.
So you mentioned that last weekend there was like a lack of depth against Northwestern. Is there anything you could do in the future to maybe strategize a little differently when you're going up against teams with that kind of a depth challenge?
A lot of it just sort of depends on where the other team is strong and what events. And we have a couple kids we can maybe pull in some different events, but again, it just sort of depends how we match up in certain events. If we think we're going to potentially get a win, we're not going to pull a kid out of that event to maybe shore up another event. But it all comes down to the entire team, and people have to step up and compete and fight for those places.
So it's early in the swim season, but where would you say the squad is now in terms of reaching their full stamina potential?
We're working hard. They're pretty tired right now, as they should be. We are definitely a lot stronger than we have been in the past couple of years, and so that's definitely working in our benefit right now. And overall, we're pretty healthy. Little sicknesses here and there, but in terms of our training, we're training at a pretty high level and a pretty consistent level, and we're still going and building up, and we'll keep doing that until the Big Ten championships.
That being said, you had this past week off the competition, so what did the squad do this week to prepare? Was there any extra practices, a little more rest?
We had our full complement of practices, without missing anything for travel for the meets. So we got a lot of work in the past couple of weeks, a lot of volume, a lot of intensity, and we had talked about as a team certain things that we need to keep focusing on and to improve and to shore up our racing a little bit. And so we've been hitting on those things quite a bit in practice, and hopefully we'll see that come into play this Saturday.
And then lastly, Amelia Schilling, she swam some of the long distance races. I think she had 1,000 yards and 500 yards. Maine, the short distance ones, and then Stratford had, I believe it was the 200 and 500 free. Is that kind of just what it's going to be like season long, where Maine gets some of the shorter distance, Schilling the longer distance, and Stecker a little in between?
Yeah, they'll switch it up. Ming will never swim 1,000. She's a pure sprinter, so we'll put her probably the longest race she'll ever swim is a 200. But Gabby, Stecker will be in 1,000 every now and then, and she'll probably swim a mile every now and then as well. And Amelia can go down. She has some great speed as well. So they'll all swim the full complement. It just sort of again depends on who we're swimming and how we match up and where we need to put certain individuals.